Screenrecorder, who received her BA from York University and her teaching credentials from University of Toronto and San Diego State University. She teaches high school English in National City, California, and she's the author of this book, Women Who Launched, Women Who Shattered Glass Ceilings. Hi, Marlene. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Susan.
Oh, I liked this book so much. And I love that it's this series of stories about women who have done great things throughout history. It's so inspiring. What made you want to address this topic? I know it's not new to you by any means. I've seen your other books, but what made you so inspired to write this book?
Well, I think the inspiration for the book was I had always, like all my other books, always deal with the backstories behind things. And sometimes the backstories are even more fascinating than the topic. And I had always known, for example, that Anne Jarvis had started Mother's Day or things like that. But then I thought, and then I just got the idea of the 1950s woman who lunched as opposed to the woman who launched. Therein lies a huge difference. So just to show how far women have come in their accomplishments, I decided to compile women who had shattered glass ceilings, not just in the business world, but in just different aspects. Because I thought, let's take them back from behind the curtain and bring them to the forefront where they belong.
I really liked learning about so many of, and I love that they're all little vignettes. And so you can pick this up, you can read it a few minutes, you put it down, go do something. It's kind of one of those books that you can really like sit and read for a long time. And then it's another book that can kind of be like, it could almost be a women's daily inspirational because I think that it's such a surprise that there's some things like, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I knew that, and you kind of, it stirs a little thing in your memory, but there are things in here that were almost in spite of. These women accomplished things in spite of all of the odds being against them and having to do things in secret. And I mean, and going against the will of the men in their lives and all of that. And there was so much, so women have been doing these things forever. And I loved that. I loved that notion. And it made me feel stronger as a woman, made me feel proud of these things. What do you think that these women have in common that women could draw from, that women could learn from today?
Well, I think the commonalities between the different women profiles and what women can do today is, well, the first thing is never listen to the naysayers, because all these women, like, for example, the woman who started Spanx, her family said, something, if it was such a great idea, it would already have been done, and yada yada. She's on Forbes list of
right.
40 under 40 billionaires. So I think the main thing is don't listen to the people who say you can't. Listen to your own, because I think when we come to the end of our lives, what matters not if we failed even, but that we tried. And so the commonality is, they didn't listen to the naysayers, and sometimes they stumbled to their knees, but they didn't remain there.
Okay, I'm going to go rogue and ask a third question. I do from time to time. I try to keep it to two, but sometimes. So is there, do you think, something special about these? I mean, these women are women who did big, legendary things. Is there something special about them? Or are we all like that?
I think that they were just ordinary women who did extraordinary things. And that's another thing to bring to the book. Like, sometimes you can say, people will think, oh, I don't have the right credentials. I didn't go to the school.